All right, all rigged up. Going fishing for the first time just to go fishing. Meeting up with Woody from Florida Strain out here, and little local lake we were fishing, and the bite's been on, so let's see if we can catch some. What was that? Did you see that? Yeah, that wasn't a gator though. Yeah, I had a video on this pond once where I caught like 2 5-pounders and like a 6 and a bunch of other ones, and I was like, this is great. I edited the video, right? Started uploading it, and I think I was at work when I was doing it, and I happened to just look. I had to do something, and I was like, okay, well, it's uploading to YouTube. I can delete it off the desktop. So I deleted it before it finished, and then it said it was stopped uploading to YouTube. I'm like, why'd it stop uploading? But the worst part was, instead of just putting it in the trash and clearing it later, I put it in the trash and immediately cleared it. The fish are schooling up out here. We're gonna see if we can get them. I saw them splash there like 15 minutes ago, but it was only like 1 or 2, and I was like, okay, they're not there. I think I got one now. Yeah, he picked it up when I was. They're still there. Another one just hit the surface over there. Whatever, quick release. There, yeah. This one?
Line jumped super hard too.
There's at least one good one with him.
There's gotta be.
I bet you they're sitting down in the hydro waiting for the next school.
Probably. I catch like a 4 or 5 pounder that way out here.
Yeah, the bigger ones hang off the bottom anyway.
Yeah. Waiting for that easy meal. No, that was grass. That was grass.
Just had that one, he picked it up when it fell. I felt, there's another one. Oh. They grabbed it, oh, they're right here. Yeah, throw right in there, Woody. There's at least 2 or 3 of them with him. They were chasing it. When I had it in the other day, there was a school.
That was 1. That was 2.
Oh, there they are. There was a school off the dock, one on the way in and one back to my right when I was coming in. Good cast. I find when they're schooling, they don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, they're over there? Man, yeah, they're pushing hard. I can't believe how far they move when they're schooling.
I know.
It's not like they're holding to an area, they're running around.
They will straight run. Oh, there's one.
Get him?
Yeah, you're not coming off the treble hooks, bud. Full hooks, bud. That actually feels like a decent fish, too, man.
No, that's just 10 pounds of hydro.
Probably is. It doesn't want to come up. Might be sideways.
That's not bad though. You know, the last time I got really excited for a fish that was probably like 5 pounds was Istapoga.
Oh, I bet.
Fishing that tournament.
Tournament, 100%
Yeah.
different. That's way
That's because the last one that I caught, the adrenaline was kicking. I was shaking so bad because I was working so hard to try to catch up to. hatchery's stuck on there. It's not bad.
What did you think of this Dakota overall?
I want to go back.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to figure out what the lake is doing.
Right.
Mostly because they nuked all the grass.
Oh shit, man.
So you fish the edge and that's it. Yeah. Stuck on my glove. Did you ever see that video Matt posted on Facebook? He had one, it's from last year. He's throwing a whopper plopper. He's down at Fellsmere, right? As he's bringing it in and you can see it, he stops it and then you just see this massive wake. And he grabs the rod like this. It hits it and ends up being like a 10+ pound mudfish.
Yeah.
I turned the camera back on, it's going up behind me. Again.
Ow, someone's stuck in my reel.
I caught one on a Senko up in the Little Yukon River,
Yeah.
up in the Yukon Forest. It was like 3 feet long.
Oh my god.
Like I hadn't caught anything all day. I caught a couple little bass and I was like, okay. So I threw it down there and drifted right in front of his face. He grabbed it and it's just a drop shot hook.
Right.
So I set the hook and it just happened to get caught around the top of his mouth. It was on my spinning rod, so he's pulling drags. And I'm like, oh crap. And on top of that, it was like a 8-foot steep bank. So I'm like trying to descend the bank while this thing is running.
Oh, you weren't on the kayak?
No,
Oh.
this is before I had it. I ended up catching him, but it was, you know, I was holding it like this. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like never again.
Right. Yep.
Oh, Woody's going. There he is. Little one.
Water skier though. Little schooly. Still fun. More fun than dragging a worm.
Well, there's at least one left, right?
Yeah.
Unless that was him.
There's probably another one. You look like you're gonna turn into a hook finger fish real fast. Whew. Thought I tore a decent hole in it, but that was pretty easy to do it.
Back in PA, they have golden rainbow trout.
Really?
So they're yellow trout, like bright yellow and pink trout.
Right.
And they're hybrids between, I think it's a brown trout and a brook trout,
Okay.
or it's a brown trout and a rainbow, I can't remember. But they're not really found in the wild. They're usually mistakes that happen inside of a hatchery.
Gotcha.
And because one, they're bright yellow, so you can see them. But my goal was always to catch one because I had caught a brook trout, rainbow trout, and a brown trout.
Right.
So the last one is that they call a palomino.
Okay.
So we found a palomino. I don't think it was legal. It was like maybe 6 inches. Had to be 7 to be legal. So we found this palomino in this pond, right? And there's a bunch of other trout in there, and I'm trying to catch it. I had wax worms on, wouldn't hit it. Spinner bait, fly. And I got down to the point where I'm like, okay, this fish, it would follow the bait, but it wouldn't hit it.
Right.
So I put on like this really cheap eagle claw, like bright bronze looking hook, no bait, threw back in there, put it in front of his face, and he slammed it. So I caught this fish, this rare fish on a bare hook.
One look at the fish on the bed, it's not gonna bite. I can tell by looking at it. It's not
Right.
Just kind of like cruising.
Had another one.
Tail was
Oh, he's still on. They're right here. Right in front of me. Throw it. Just don't hit me. Guys are right here. Another school.
Yeah.
So Woody's on him right now. I gotta retie. We're doing a terrible job of filming stuff.
Yep.
Both of us are actually. And I got a backlash. I gotta get out and then we'll get on these fish.
Make sure my camera's still on.
That's a bad hook set. Body surfing in. That one's on camera.
It proves that I do know what I'm doing.
All right. I don't think so.
Looking clouds.
I don't think so. It's a little too thin.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I had some rain up on the St. John's
Yeah.
last weekend. Oh shoot. Come on.
Love your boat, man.
Dude, I know, right? Come on, guys, hit the bait. Oh, he missed it by like 10 feet. Come on. Yeah, they are so picky. Oh, right there. Did he?
I thought I might crash this trip and meet him out there.
They're there. See, this is a tiny ass bait. Well, you got it. They're going nuts. Come on.
The other way.
There's one on the Senko. That one's not bad. It's a better one. Oh my god, don't tell me you swallowed it.
Did he?
No. It's in the back of the top roof of his mouth though.
You got pliers.
Yeah. I don't know where he shook off my Senko though. Had a O-ring on it. I gotta put another one on. So Woody's heading over to that grass edge over here that we were working earlier. I'll probably join him in a little bit, but I just want to mess with these schooling fish out here just a little bit more. It'll be like that. It'll turn on, it'll get crazy for about 10 seconds, and then it'll shut off. And it'll be about another 5-10 minutes before they start up again. His camera's not on, he's got a decent fish on. Probably maybe a 3-pounder. Ah, never mind. It's more like a 2. We just had done a terrible job of filming. BSing, can't remember if the camera's on, can't remember if it's off. And just catching fish. I mean, we've caught 4 or 5 apiece already. We got about an hour left. I was kind of hoping they'd start schooling more with this cloud cover coming in, but it doesn't look like it.
How about, I heard a few years ago there was a guy in Texas who got banned from kayak tournaments because he was literally just cutting the fish in half and putting his hand over it. Cutting their heads off or something.
There was a guy that got caught. What he got caught is he had a fish tail. He had a bass tail that he cut off. And what he'd do is like Greg Blanchard like bends the fish at the tail,
Yeah.
which is you can do in some tournaments. Actually, most of them, nobody cares.
Yeah.
He was just covering the tail up and putting the other tail in his hand. So it's like if you were to actually draw out the fish,
Yeah, it would
like
look
so weird.
Yeah.
And somebody caught him with it, I think. So you got perma banned. It's like that guy who's from California who moved to Texas. I think it was Texas. No, I can't. He was fishing some bass circuit,
Right?
and he turned his fish in at the end of the day. He had 1 dead fish, and I guess they I can't remember why they were cutting the fish open. They were cutting the dead fish open to see why they died or something.
Full weights.
And it's full weights. So what they did was they went down through, and they for the 3rd day they marked off everybody who had dead fish the first 2 days. And on the 3rd day, everybody who turned a dead fish in, they marked it, cut him open, and his had weights in it. So he got a lifetime ban, and he was making money. Like he had like an RV, fancy boat, all these sponsors. And he's like, this is the first and only time I ever did it. I don't even know why I did it. And they're like, we don't care, perma ban. So then like his wife had to go back to work, and he got a job as like a janitor. We turned our cameras on for this one. Woody just hooked into one as soon as it hit the water. I saw something big surface there, you know, a couple minutes ago.
I can't tell if it's a good fish
Or he's just wrapped in hydro. No, that's a good fish.
decent fish.
Get the net out for that one. That's what, like a 4-pounder?
Nah,
3?
he's 2.5 maybe. I don't think he's even 3, honestly.
Look, man, it's been a long time since I've seen a big fish.
I know.
So I'm like, it's a 4-pounder. Okay, so we caught a few fish. I think we probably had 5 or 6 each. Woody missed one there towards the end. Not a lot happened after we moved from that spot where we were at, but it wasn't tournament fishing. It wasn't pre-fishing. It was just nice to get out, catch some schooling fish, and do a little BSing. I happened to find this pack of flukes. So I was like, oh, I should go use these. And I know on that lake specifically, I have a lot of luck fishing flukes. Like the fish are really picky though. They weren't chasing the flukes when they were schooling, like busting on the surface. They were chasing it and hitting it. When it was either falling down or I was kind of working it after they had finished busting. They did, however, hit the Senko as soon as I threw it into a school. And I don't know if that's because it floats a little bit more. I had more of a natural color on that rather than like the straight white from the fluke. But either way, had a lot of fun today. It just happened to be the right time. This lake is fishing decently, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So hopefully, if you're out there, you're safe. And KEF Championship is coming up next weekend. Got a little bit of pre-fishing for that, and then we're off to see if we can win us the championship. And it'd be cool to finish with a double win there as Angler of the Year and the KEF champion. But we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be tougher fishing than a lot of people think. Till then, catch you in the next one.